troubling reason why right-wingers think that Joe Biden is illegitimate. This is an amazing story. Giving credit where credit is due, Thomas Zimmer wrote a piece about this in The Guardian. He's a Georgetown University history professor. And he's pointing out this essay by Glenn Elmers over at the Claremont Institute's right-wing publication, American Mind. And in this piece, written by a right-winger for one of these right-wing think tanks funded by right-wing billionaires, Professor Zimmer points out, he says it's notable that Elmer makes no claim that the 2020 election was stolen. He doesn't allege manipulation. He doesn't allege voter fraud or conspiracy. In fact, he acknowledges that more people voted for Biden than for Trump. So what's the problem? Well, he goes on to say that the election is illegitimate and must not be accepted. But wait a minute, he says that Biden actually won. He actually got the most votes. He actually won the Electoral College. But his election is illegitimate and shouldn't be accepted. What is he talking about? What he's talking about is this growing belief within the Republican Party and widespread among its base that anytime a Democrat wins, it's an illegitimate election. It doesn't matter how honest the election was. It doesn't matter none of that matters. It was all George Soros, don't you know? And stuff like that. He writes, Elmers is outraged precisely because he accepts the fact that a majority voted for Biden, that authentic Americans have become the minority, that would be, straight white people, have become the minority in a country, or at least straight white men, which they are supposedly entitled to dominate. Here we have a striking glimpse of the depth of despair underlying the pervasive siege mentality on the right. He goes on to say, it has become a core tenet of the Republican worldview to consider the Democratic Party as not just a political opponent, but an enemy pursuing an un-American project of turning what is supposed to be a white Christian patriarchal nation into a land of godless multiracial pluralism. Republicans saying the Democratic Party is not legitimate. This is the story under the story that the media almost never talks about. That these guys want a white ethno state and with authoritarian leadership like Donald Trump, a wannabe Vladimir Putin. And someday they may get it. And I'm telling you, if they do, their children are going to be very, very unhappy.